Hi YouTube and fellow Doctor Who fans, it's me, I'm back again. And this time I am going to be continuing off from my last video with my review on the Trial of a Time Lord DVD box set, and this is going to be part 3 of my review for this. But before I get started, I just want to quickly tell you guys that I am sorry that I haven't uploaded this sooner. I have been really busy recently, but I'm going to be trying to counteract that by uploading these as quickly as I possibly can, so you guys don't have to wait as long to actually watch them. So with that said, let's jump straight into episode 3, which is called Terror of the Vervoids. I hope I've said that right. I have seen this episode before, so yeah, I really love this episode. It's actually much better than the first two, The Mysterious Planet and Mind Warp. And let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at the box. So, if you have a look at the cover, we can see Colin Baker as the Doctor, his new assistant Mel. Right at the top here we have a spaceship or space freighter. We have in the middle a Vervoid, which are pretty much plant-based aliens. And at the bottom we have a pair of aliens, which are aboard the space freighter, but they're always being mysterious and actually wondering about the ship, and we're not really entirely sure about why they're actually there. They're kind of strange. I don't know why they had them in the episode. If you have a look at the side, side or the spine rather, it's very plain indeed. The back, let me just focus for a minute. There we go. We have a series of images from the episode, a brief description of it, and a list of special features. And for anyone who likes to actually know, this episode was originally broadcast, rather. Sorry, I got a little bit tongue-tied there. It was originally broadcast between the 1st and 22nd of November 1986. And just a little bit of background info for you guys. This was the last episode of Doctor Who that Colin Baker actually filmed. I found that kind of strange because I just assumed that episode 4 from this box set would have been his last episode that was filmed. But I just suppose that they don't really film them in order, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I suppose they don't really have to. If you open it up, we have got a booklet, as always, with a brief description of what the episode was about and a little bit of background info about it. Unlike Mind Warp, don't actually worry about reading this before you watch the episode, because this doesn't actually have any spoilers in it whatsoever, so it won't give out anything important away about the story. And the disc, which is really nice. But just a little point that I just want to bring up just quickly. The picture of Colin Baker on the disc doesn't match the picture of him on the front like it always usually does. Because on the front, if you look, he's actually looking directly ahead. And on the disc, he's actually looking down. And I kind of felt a little bit cheated because every single Doctor Who disc is actually the same as the front cover. And I kind of felt that was weird. Sorry. So if you have a look at the okay, so that's the cover. This is a PG for anyone who doesn't actually know our rating system. That means parental guidance. This is a little bit scary in places and a little bit violent. I suppose that you just need to watch it and make sure that that it's suitable for your children to watch. But I can't see why children can't actually watch this because it's a really good episode. So yeah, the story basically continues with the Doctor and the Valeyard in the court, and so far the Valeyard has been using the Matrix to actually extract moments from the Doctor's past and present to actually try to convict him of actually breaking the first law of time. And I'm actually not entirely sure what the Matrix is. If anyone knows what the Matrix is, could you please let me know in the comments below? I would actually really love that. But in this one, this is the first story that actually shows the Doctor using the Matrix to actually extract a moment from his own future to actually try to convince his fellow Time Lords that he's innocent, and he only does what he does because he has to. So this case starts off with the Doctor and Mel in the TARDIS, and they receive a strange mayday call from a space freighter, and so they actually land the TARDIS in it, and they're not entirely sure about why they have been called or actually who has called them. But as they explore, they get to know the ship, and they get to meet some of the crew members. And soon afterwards, members of the crew are actually being killed off, and we can't really see who or what is actually killing them off and why. We only see maybe like a hand in the shot that actually kills them, and then that's it. So yeah, as the story actually progresses further from that, we see Mel going into this big room with all these like mysterious massive pods, plant pods. Right, I'm sorry about that. Hanging from the ceiling, and there's a big explosion, and these creatures break out from these pods, and they hide away on the ship, and which are the Vervoids. And they go around the ship and actually kill off members of the crew. And because they actually see humans as a evil force, they actually, I mean, they don't really like humans whatsoever. They see humans as destroyers, basically, and actually not worthy to inhabit the planet Earth. And that's where they are sending the ship to Earth to wipe out the entire human race and to repopulate their species. When the Doctor hears about this, he has to make a choice whether to actually let the Vervoids land on Earth and actually destroy the entire human race, or to actually destroy their whole race, which the Doctor has actually never done before. And he's he's been very adamant not to actually do that. Like with the genesis of the Daleks, he didn't really like the thought of destroying them. So he has to make a choice whether to actually destroy the entire race of Vervoids to actually save another race. So yeah, the ending to this is really amazing. I just want to let you guys know that Mel, his assistant, I found okay. She's actually not the worst assistant ever. I just found her a little bit dull, really. She doesn't really express quite a lot. The whole of the episodes, the parts rather, this is a 4-parter. The whole of this episode, I actually kind of found her quite annoying. Even when she was in danger from the Vervoids, I didn't feel sorry for her. I think, oh my god, I hope Mel's gonna be okay. But she's okay, I suppose. I've only seen one episode of her, but I suppose it's really unfair to actually judge, one person by one episode. Apart from Mel, the entire cast and crew, even some of the extras, I found really, really good. And so yeah, I would actually strongly recommend that you go and watch this episode. I give it a 8 out of 10. That's good. So if you have a look at the special features, we have, obviously there's a making of, which was really good. And what else? We have the Lost Season, which basically tells you about all the episodes of Doctor Who for Colin Baker that the BBC wanted to actually do, but because it was cancelled they actually couldn't do. So they tell you all the episodes that they were thinking about doing, which was really interesting. They had one with the Celestial Toy Maker in Blackpool, which sounded amazing. I wish that they actually made that. So yeah, that was worth watching. Don't actually worry, because it doesn't spoil anything from the trial for you. What else have we got? We have got the Saturday Picture Show, which has a interview with Mel and a host from that show, and they talk about her career and her appearance on the Doctor Who TV series, and that was really interesting. So yeah, just to actually clarify, or just to summarise rather, Terror of the Vervoids is a brilliant episode. It is much better than The Mysterious Planet and Mind Warp, and so far it's the strongest episode of the Trial of a Time Lord. So yeah, I would highly recommend that you go and watch that one. So with that said, I will see you guys next week for the fourth and final part of this Doctor Who review. That one shouldn't take long, because the fourth part is only 2 parts long. So I will watch that as soon as I can and upload that as quickly as I possibly can. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please feel free to watch all my others, or some of my other videos. And if you know any people that love Doctor Who or are trying to get into the TV series, please direct them to me. I need all the help I can get. And if you have any comments, please mention anything that you wish to actually tell me down in the comments below. And we'll see you next week, guys. See ya. Bye.